Cultural influence on human sexuality, norms, taboos, and socialization. Human sexuality is deeply influenced by cultural factors, including societal norms, cultural practices, and religious beliefs. These factors dictate what is considered acceptable or taboo and shape how individuals express their sexuality. Understanding these cultural dimensions is essential for comprehending the diversity of sexual attitudes and behaviors across different societies. Societal norms. Cultural practices. Cultural practices encompass the traditions, rituals, and customs that shape sexual behavior and attitudes within a society. These practices vary widely across cultures and can include rites of passage, marriage customs, and gender roles. For instance, some cultures have specific ceremonies to mark the transition from adolescence to adulthood, which may include aspects related to sexual readiness or eligibility for marriage. Marriage customs can dictate the appropriate age for marriage, the roles of partners, and the expectations regarding sexual relations within marriage. Social norms. Social norms are the unwritten rules that govern behavior within a society, including sexual behavior. These norms define what is considered acceptable and unacceptable, influencing individual behavior and societal expectations. For example, norms regarding premarital sex, monogamy, and fidelity differ significantly across cultures. In some societies, premarital sex is widely accepted and even expected, while in others it is strictly taboo. Similarly, the expectation of monogamy can vary, with some cultures accepting or even promoting polygamous relationships. Religious beliefs and doctrines often provide specific guidelines for sexual behavior. Many religions have teachings on issues such as contraception, homosexuality, and gender roles, which can influence personal attitudes and behaviors as well as societal laws and policies. For example, some religious traditions emphasize chastity and abstinence before marriage and view homosexuality as sinful, while others are more accepting of diverse sexual orientations and practices. Cultural evolution. Adaptation of views. Cultures evolve and adapt their views on sexuality over time, reflecting broader social changes. Movements for gender equality and LGBTQ+ rights have led to more inclusive attitudes and greater acceptance of diverse sexual orientations and identities in many parts of the world. For example, the decriminalization of homosexuality and the legalization of same-sex marriage in various countries reflect significant cultural shifts toward greater acceptance of sexual diversity. Influence of globalization. Globalization facilitates the exchange of cultural ideas and practices, leading to a blending and reshaping of sexual norms. Exposure to different cultures through media, travel, and technology can influence individual attitudes and behaviors, promoting greater acceptance of diversity. For instance, Western concepts of gender equality and sexual freedom may influence more traditional societies, leading to shifts in attitudes and practices. Generational shifts. Younger generations often have different attitudes towards sexuality compared to older generations, reflecting changing cultural values, increased access to information, and greater exposure to diverse perspectives. These shifts can be seen in attitudes towards issues such as same-sex marriage, gender fluidity, and sexual health, where younger people may be more open and accepting than their elders. Taboos and socialization. Sexual taboos. Sexual taboos are prohibitions against certain sexual behaviors or expressions considered unacceptable within a culture. These taboos can include restrictions on discussing sex openly, stigmatization of certain sexual practices, and condemnation of non-heteronormative identities. For example, in some cultures, discussing sex openly is frowned upon, and non-traditional sexual orientations may be stigmatized or criminalized. Socialization. Socialization is the process through which individuals learn and internalize the norms, values, and behaviors appropriate to their society. This process begins in childhood and continues throughout life, influenced by family, education, peers, media, and religious institutions. Through socialization, individuals learn what is considered acceptable sexual behavior and develop their sexual identity and attitudes. Role of media. Media plays a powerful role in shaping sexual attitudes and behaviors by portraying and sometimes challenging societal norms. Television, movies, music, and social media can influence perceptions of sexuality, body image, and relationships. For example, media portrayals of diverse sexual orientations and gender identities can promote greater acceptance and challenge traditional norms. Conclusion. Cultural influence on human sexuality is a complex interplay of societal norms, cultural practices, religious beliefs, and evolving social values. These influences dictate what is considered acceptable or taboo and significantly shape individual expressions of sexuality. Understanding the cultural dimensions of sexuality is crucial for appreciating the diversity of sexual attitudes and behaviors across different societies. Recognizing and respecting these cultural influences can promote greater acceptance and inclusivity, contributing to a more comprehensive understanding of human sexuality. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and leave a comment. Thanks for listening. Madan Mohan, Global Humanity Mission.